What's happening, my Jack family? Coach Scott here, and today I'd love to know what you're doing to strengthen your mind, what you're doing to develop your lean body mindset. For the past few months, I've really been focused on strengthening my mind, and I have been reaping the rewards. You've probably been noticing it a lot in my videos lately on overcoming negative self-talk and developing a strong mind for a strong body, and a lot of it really comes from the interactions that I've been having with my clients. We've been sharing different resources that are helping us strengthen our minds, whether it's listening to audiobooks, reading books, certain exercises we're doing, certain videos we're watching, just certain habits and routines that we've been incorporating into our lifestyles that are working. So that's a big reason why I want to know what is working for you. What are you doing to strengthen your mind? I'm going to get through a lot that has been working through me in today's video. I hope you benefit from listening to these tips and seeing what I've been doing, what my clients have been doing. If you do, please do me a favor and smash that thumbs up, and I'd really appreciate it. It really helps out this channel. If you know a fellow bro who would benefit from watching today's video, please do me a favor and share it with them. Now let's get to my experiences I've been following to strengthen my mindset. It all began with the book Cant Hurt Me by David Goggins, where his message is that our potential is so much greater than we allow ourselves to believe, that we sell ourselves short each and every day. Now, David Goggins is an extreme example of that. I mean, he really literally broke his body down to kind of prove a lot of these points. It's not something I would encourage you, but just the messaging behind it truly is that we are capable of so much more. And we kind of prove this to ourselves in the gym all the time, that we feel that burning sensation. Maybe our thighs are on fire. We experience that little bit of discomfort. It's very easy for us to say, that's enough. I'm gonna stop here. I'm feeling enough of a burn. That's good. But if you flip that switch in your mind, it's amazing how many more reps you can get through. And research has backed this up, where they show people, they ask them, all right, stop when you think you've reached that point of momentary muscular failure. And then they bring like a trainer and a coach who really gets them to push, dig deep. And it's amazing how many more reps they're able to achieve. So really the power of the mind and our potential and the willingness to kind of step outside of the comfort zone and push ourselves to tap into our potential. It's been a huge lesson that really got the ball rolling for me, really get me thinking about what is my true potential and where areas of my life am I selling myself short. The next audiobook I listened to is called The Comfort Crisis, which really ties in well to that previous book, where the messaging is that as a society, we are really coddled ourselves. Like, we settle for comfort. We are afraid to fail. We're afraid to test our limits, and it really limits our growth. And the author recommends that at least once a year, doing something that challenges ourselves, where there is a high chance that we may actually fail. And that's okay, because you're going to learn from that experience. You're going to push your limits. You're going to test yourself. And it comes from like stepping outside your comfort zone. That is where you're going to experience growth. It's not from setting the bar really low, where you'll succeed, but it doesn't challenge you enough to grow much as a person. It's like setting that bar really freaking high, where even if you don't hit that bar, you still have grown quite a bit throughout the process, and more than if you had set that bar low. So I found that to be a really eye-opening book that got me to evaluate my life and see where I am settling, where I am just embracing the comfort and not embracing stepping outside of my comfort zone. And this ties in really well to the audios that I've been listening to over at optimize.me. If you guys have not opted into this incredible free resource over at optimize.me, I highly recommend you, after this video, immediately head over there and sign up. I'm telling you, it is just jam-packed with incredible audios, audio courses. I highly recommend you start with a lot of the 101 courses there. Algorithms, positivity, anti-fragile is incredible. Willpower, incredible. There's just so much great dialogue in there, so many great tools and resources and ways to transform your mind to serve you rather than holding you back. And I really love, there's a lot of those audios, they kind of tie in. There's kind of blended messaging through a lot of them, but I really like some of the messaging really revolves around embracing failures, embracing mistakes. Like, whenever you experience a mistake, like or a challenge, like, thrive from it. You welcome it. You expect challenges. You expect setbacks. You expect mistakes, and you get excited for them rather than fearing them, because you know this is where you grow. This is where you're going to thrive. I think one of in one of the lessons they talked about like a mistake runner high or something like that. So it's like instead of having a runner high, you have a mistake high, where you're just thriving from that. It's like you experience a mistake, you experience a failure, experience some sort of setback, and you literally get this high sensation from like, right on, this is what I need to grow, this is what I need to better myself. So it's just a great way to flip that switch on your mindset, because it's very easy to look at our mistakes and beat ourselves up, feel guilty, think to yourself, here I go again, every freaking time I try to diet, every time I try to get lean after 40 here, I experience some sort of setback, I'm never gonna be able to do this again. Whereas instead, you follow this mindset they talk about a lot in these 101 audio courses over at optimize.me. You flip that switch, you're like, a mistake? Freaking right. I don't care if I've experienced this again. I learned this the last time I was there. Now I kind of learned this lesson here. What can I do now as I'm trying to go through this process again that will help me get better, help me improve so I can overcome these setbacks that I face in the future? So that is absolutely tremendous. Having that kind of mindset, it's more of an optimistic mindset, an opportunity type mindset rather than a negative mindset. It's just powerful, valuable tools for me, valuable shifts in mindset for me that has impacted a lot of areas in my life, and I hope it does the same for you as well. Next, I listened to the audiobook Relentless Solution Focus. This was another game changer for me. Again, in this book, it talks about how 80% of our thoughts are negative throughout the day, and that's normal. That's what we experience. But so many of us dwell on that negativity, dwell on our problems. We are problem-centric focus, whereas the author recommends that there's lots of different little tools to use, different little routines that you can go through, where as soon as you experience that negative thought, you can give yourself 60 seconds. All right, I'm going to allow myself to kind of think about this thought, kind of marinate in for it a little bit, give it the energy that it deserves. But after 60 seconds, that's it. I've got to start focusing on the solution to this problem. How am I going to overcome this negativity in my life, these negative thoughts in my life, this whatever is going on that's causing these kind of negative thoughts in my life? And I love there's just so many different little exercises that he suggests throughout that book that has really got me back to a lot of my old habits that I was into 10 years ago when I was really, really into mindset stuff. Mindset was everything to me, like 10, 15 years ago. Even like some of the first products that I created, Unstoppable Fat Loss, was an audio series where I interviewed a lot of different experts on the power of the mindset and different mindset tricks and tips that they were using with their clients to experience great success. Even my first book, The Fit Bastard, was all about positive mindset, belief systems, all that kind of stuff. So, and I was all big into goals. I was big into vision boards. I know I got an old video on my Fit Bastard channel where it showed my vision boards and stuff. I wonder if I still got that around and kind of pull out some of those clips from that. But it blows me away to this day that a lot of the stuff that I had on my vision board came true during that time. So this kind of got me back in the habit. It's been a long time since I've been into goal setting, writing out my goals and visualizing everything. And Relentless Solution Focus got me into that routine first thing in the morning, and it doesn't take much time at all. It's like 3 minutes out of your day where you write out your goals. So first, you write out your goal, you write out your identity, who you are, who you see yourself as, like kind of your life's purpose there. And then you write out 3 things that you did well the day before. So it gets you in that positive mindset. It gets you celebrating the mini victories that you experience each and every day. So many of us brush that stuff off. There's so many victories that we celebrate each and every day that we really need to give ourselves a big pat on the back for, even though they seem so small, because day after day, they just stack up on top of each other. So celebrating those mini victories, rather than starting your day stressed, worried about everything that you got to get done, beating yourself up over past failures and all that, start on that positive note, and then write out what's one thing that you want to improve upon, and then what's one thing you can do today that's going to help you improve upon that thing that you're working on right now. So very valuable. And then just spending like 30 to 60 seconds visualizing your future self 5 years down the road or so, picturing your life, how you look, how you feel, like just really getting in that moment. So you're stirring up all the emotions that are tied into the goals that you want to achieve right now. This is stuff, I mean, so many people brush this off, the goal setting, the visualization. They don't they think it's a bunch of hokey pokey stuff. They don't want to invest the time in it, think it's going to take up too much time. It doesn't take up much time at all, but I'm telling you, it makes a huge difference in programming your mind for success, developing this lean body mindset that's going to serve you for life and have a positive impact on all aspects of your life. So hope that benefits you as well. Again, starting your day, just journaling really quick, your goals, things you've done well, what you want to improve upon, and get your mind set on how your life is going to look 5 years from now when you put all this into action. And some of the things that have really clicked in lately as well, it came from over at optimize.me, is the idea of like what you're doing in this moment right now. Would your future self thank you for what you're doing right now? So that, I think, really resonated with me, really sunk home with me, because we're always so focused on the instant gratification in this moment. But if we really think about like, how is this going to impact my future self? Like, will I be happy down the road because of the decisions I'm making right now? I think that really causes that little, when you take that brief little moment to think about that, to think about the consequences, good or bad, down the road, it helps you make smarter decisions in this moment. Or if you're just going, all right, who cares about my future self in this moment? That's going to be a consequence down the road that you are going to have to pay eventually. So really interesting thoughts there as well. I've been watching some different videos from Dr. Joe Dispenza, just fascinating stuff. Again, tying into, I don't necessarily want to say it's like law of attraction type stuff, but it is powerful mindset stuff. Again, very similar to what we're talking about here, the reframing. Like, we all experience emotions in the moment. We are going to get worked up. We're never going to be perfect and handle situations perfect. We can control how we react, but sometimes we're going to react in not our greatest, best shining moments, and that's okay. We learn from those experiences, but it's all about flipping that switch. Again, like they talked about in Relentless Solution Focus, like, okay, you're going to experience those feelings, those negative thoughts, that negative emotion type stuff. Don't marinate in that situation. Just experience it, give it the energy it needs, get rid of it, and then move on with some thoughts that are going to serve you and actions that are going to serve you in that moment. So that's all been very, very powerful. And then there was A Hungry Brain, a book that I read a few years ago and just listened to the audiobook just recently in order to kind of just refresh my memory on the topics that were covered in there, the different research studies in there. It's just so incredibly fascinating how our brain is wired and how today's society, where temptations are just abundant, make it so challenging on us to stick with our diet. We have so many different challenges that we have to overcome in order to achieve our goal of getting lean after 40. A lot of it just has to do with the wiring in our brain. And it's just great to see a lot of different strategies within that book that we can apply to improve our mindset and improve these situations, how we handle those situations, how we handle those temptations to set us up for long-term success. I'm already seeing it happen with my clients there. Just again, simple structure, routine with their nutrition, keeping things, and I don't want to say bland food, but just consuming, like, try not to the more sweets you eat, the more it's going to kind of trigger your body to want more of those sweets, trigger your mind to want more of those sweets. So if you can get to more nutrient-rich foods that are going to serve you better, allow you to feel your best, perform your best, and keep that structure, like so many meals, like 2 to 3 meals that are the same each and every day, it's gonna make things a lot easier on you there. You know, that's a lot of focus on mindset in just a few short months, but as I mentioned, this has paid huge dividends to me, not just in the gym where my focus has improved, where I've really been challenging myself, getting myself to step outside of the comfort zone, but it's also improved my nutrition and just the focus on fueling my body with what's going to serve me best. But it has impacted all aspects of my life. Like, I already had a great attitude of gratitude, a great appreciation for everything around me, being present in the moment, giving the best of myself to each and every moment. But I really feel like it has been taken to a whole new level. On really, I'd say the biggest thing has been, like you, I get those negative thoughts in my head. Like 80% of my thoughts are negative. I am just so much better at casting those aside and focusing on the positive. I just feel I'm a positive, happy-go-lucky guy by nature, but I think it's been taken to a whole new level at this point right now. I just feel like I'm radiating even more positivity out to the world, and in return I am attracting a lot more positivity right back at me, and just great, incredible, amazing, beautiful people coming into my life where we are really building each other up. We are growing together, we are learning together, and that's what this life is all freaking about. I absolutely love it. So I would love to hear what you are doing to strengthen your mind to finish 2021 strong and get 2022 off the ground with a running start, building some serious momentum so you can make this your best year ever, and building upon this in years to come. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please do me a favor and smash that thumbs up button. If you know a fellow bro who would benefit from watching today's video, please do me a favor and share it with them. Like I said, I would love to hear from you down in the comment section below, so please share your thoughts, share your feedback, share your insights, share what's working for you. And before you go, don't forget to download your free guide, Shredded After 40. Have yourself an amazing day. Catch you in the next video.